Good afternoon, Houston. This is attorney Anthony Push from the Push & Win Law Firm, wishing you all a safe drive home. But in the event you do get involved in an accident, you know who to call. 833-PUSH-WIN. We push, you win.
104.1 KRBE. Let's get started. It's the Roula and Ryan Show.
Wake up, fool!
Hey, wake up!
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Right here. Featuring Eric.
Eric? He is a bad man.
Special K.
The big red K.
Are you threatening me?
I'm waiting for you.
And Sam.
I am a wuss! I am a wuss!
You've waited long enough. How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula. And Ding Dong. Ryan. 104.1 KRBE.
Good morning and happy summer. It's the first day of summer, everybody.
What? Yeah.
So cool out, though.
I
Doesn't
know.
feel like summer.
Oh, it's just
Thought
so
it was
breezy.
winter.
It's so funny when they say, hey, welcome to the summer. It's like, are you kidding me? We're Houston, Texas. My God, it's been in the hundreds for, 2 weeks now?
Yeah, we've been living summer for months.
Yeah.
Toasty.
Yeah. So
okay.
I was reading that there's all sorts of road problems. You got to be careful when you're driving. They say this extreme heat has caused a lot of sections of freeway to buckle, like the concrete's buckling in the greater Houston area. They say on 59 and Chimney Rock, there's a lot of broken concrete there. It's all over town. They said the biggest break TxDOT is dealing with is Highway 6.
I feel like
They're
that
also
area-
seeing breaks on a lot of the feeder roads and the ramps and the main lanes.
59 and Chimney Rock area.
Always an accident area.
Always something happening.
Yeah.
Especially this time of the
scary.
morning.
That's where people turn up. They're like, "This is it. We're done. We're done with the mess. Let's pull out." And they're like, "Screw."
The
biggest problem,
yeah,
the biggest problem is people getting greedy, wanting to cut like 4 lanes over, and then people wanting to get off. The exit and entrance ramps are right on top of each other, all over the
I
city.
got to take West Park Tollway to go towards, downtown to get on 59, and I have to get all the way over. And everyone's trying to get on 610.
Yep.
And there's those 2 lanes in the middle, and the other 2 lanes, it's just a...
The 610, I think they're going to shut it down again. Oh, look, Highway
Well,
6
they're-
reopens
Yeah.
after buckling near Alvin.
It's a big old buckle, y'all.
Huge.
Imagine if you're on like a motorcycle.
Oh, you're going off that
Oh,
motorcycle.
man.
Yeah.
You don't see
Or a
that coming.
small car.
Oh, those little smart
The
cars.
smart
Like-
cars.
Yeah, you knock off your steering.
Driving a smart
Yeah.
car in Houston is like almost as dangerous as taking that sub down to the Titanic.
Did you find that sexy, Sam? A guy driving a smart car?
Oh, yeah, because he's smart. Don't you have to be smart in order to get one of those? You have to do like an IQ test?
My
get
buddy
in?
was paralyzed in one of those
Oh, my God. I'm sorry to hear that.
Jeez, Kev. Way to take a turn.
between 2 trucks.
Oh, no. Yeah, it's like getting on a golf cart. It's smaller than a golf
And did
cart.
you think, like, did he know that? I mean, you had to be like, dude, why did you get this car before that? You know what I mean? Like, talking to him, he was just like, I'm going to save money. It's going to be great.
But to
Right,
me,
I don't know.
It
about
seems
that.
like a motorcycle would almost be safer.
Like, Kevin and I went and we test drove out that Mini Coupe
Uh-huh.
with a stunt driver.
And how was that?
It was the most scariest thing I've ever been in my life.
It was cool. Were you
Oh,
going
really?
so fast? Is that why it was scary?
Yeah, this guy,
Yeah.
because he knows how to, like,
Drive
he's a
it.
stunt driver.
Yeah.
He's a professional driver.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
And he took
And
us
you-
for a spin. Like, we went on feeder roads even and was flying around.
You two
and,
are
like,
both in the car at the same time?
Yeah, because we were going to do something for, I think we did Mini Cooper
It was absolutely
Live or something.
cool.
So
terrifying.
you were terrified the whole test drive?
That thing was built
Yes,
nice, though. Like,
it was. It was a really good car. He really pushed it, and I think it could go even further.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just don't want to find out.
No.
Yeah, at least on a racetrack, you know it's a racetrack.
Mm-hmm.
But when
Right.
you're out in the real world where you got the variable as human
59
beings,
south.
The
people
variable
drive.
of people on their phones not paying attention, 18-wheelers pushing you up against. The worst is when you're trying to pass an 18-wheeler and you're in the fast lane and he decides to get over and you feel like you're going to get squished against the barrier.
I've been doing this lately when I drive. Like when I get mad at something, I start thinking, all right, my daughter's going to be 15 in August.
Mm-hmm.
Next year she's driving. If this was my daughter,
terrifying
if this was my
for
daughter
you?
above, in front of me, how would I want somebody to react to her?
Yeah.
So I've been trying to,
Be
calm
polite.
myself down.
Yeah. And, I mean, flipping the bird in Houston is
I don't
not
wanna
a good
do that,
idea.
But just to get mad, you ride people's butts or something. You just get angry at people. It's like, you just got to take a step back.
See, I remember in defensive driving, that's called the punishing parent. When somebody does something to get you peed off, and you try and take action against them, that is the big, you're not supposed to do that.
Oh, really?
It's called, quote, the punishing parent syndrome.
Never
Like you
heard
want to
that.
get back at that driver. Oh, God, I had to
Here's
take
a question.
defensive driving.
Like where Joel Osteen's place is, when you're on the feeder there, people leave the parking there and the building's there.
They
Yeah.
try
And
and
it says yield.
yeah.
So yield means yield to traffic, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Like if I'm on that feeder and I'm coming, you're supposed to just stop and let me go, and then you go.
Yeah.
They just feel like it's being slowed down, and they still keep coming.
Right.
I'm always like, doesn't yield mean stop?
Yeah.
I mean, I know stop means you have to stop, but yield means if traffic's coming,
The thing I
you're supposed to
noticed,
stop, right?
right in that
I can't
area,
remember.
they'll try and get out of Lakewood and try and like go
Shoot way
3
over the
lanes
left.
all the way over to get onto 59. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh man, it's like you
Am I,
guys,
am I right? Is that what yield means, or am I?
they should be yielding to.
I haven't taken that test in a long time. I can't remember.
No, I think that's what that means.
You're yielding to
You're
traffic.
yielding.
Did any of you ever take defensive driving?
Many
like after getting a
times.
ticket?
That's how I do it every
Did you
time.
do the comedy one?
Yes, it's not funny.
I've never done
not
that.
funny.
You're trapped in there with a bad comedian. They can't make it.
The,
Make it at
the
nighttime.
online one is best because you can do it at your leisure.
Uh-huh.
I've never had to do
It's-
this.
You've never
Worth
taken
it.
Because it
defensive
takes your
driving.
insurance
No.
down, right? You don't have to pay
It
as
lowers
much.
your premiums.
I mean, I got a ticket, so it was like
You had to do it?
one thing or another. I think that was the lesser of the two evils.
The first time I ever
Oh,
took
my
it,
gosh.
I was like, I think 17 years old. And we had to sit. It was at Sears in Memorial City. They've since torn down Sears. I had to take it at Sears, and I'm watching this old movie that must have been shot in 1970s or something. Today, he was not careful. Yeah, there you go. It was like that. And they're showing all these grisly photos, and it's like, this driver did not pay attention, and he just made some death stew.
They did that in the class, or they did that in school? They probably did that in school.
I can't remember if
They
it
would
was
do that
film
in class.
strip. I had to take
They're not
it.
bringing props to that. They're just trying to get in and out. The
We were,
guys.
no, we were watching a film for sure, and I just remember my friend was with me, and we were laughing like, "Gonna brew some death stew tonight."
Ew.
That's what they called it, the narrator. But it's come a long way. Like you said, Kevin, you can take the online
You used
courses.
to go to
now.
Blockbuster and you could get the videos.
You could rent the videos, yeah.
Yeah, rent the videos and watch at home and take the test.
How'd you get the
Wow.
results? Like you
I don't know
enter
how
them
they did it.
online, or you had to mail them in, or what?
I was supposed to do it back in 2000, and I
Yeah.
don't think I ever did. And I still get like threats from Dallas. Oh, great! I'll be driving to Dallas in August. Hope I don't get pulled over.
They're going to
There's
be
a-
looking
we
for
have to
you.
all go to Dallas
some
in
law
August.
firm from San Antonio that says you
gonna be
didn't pay
looking.
your $70 or something. And I'm like, oh, great. Do I have a warrant?
It's a
in Dallas?
standing warrant for Eric in Dallas.
I forgot. I can't
That'd be
remember.
terrifying.
All right, so they say we might get a chance of thunderstorms today, and they could be severe.
No.
Talk about the weather in a little bit, but we got a lot coming up this morning. The summer of 2020 free continues. 8:20 this morning. You're going to be, well, I'll give you the text keyword at 8:20. I almost did it right now.
Don't do it.
No, I almost
Hey,
gave
Ron
it
Burgundy.
away. No, I don't.
Sam, why'd you give him that word? He's
Early.
going to say it now.
Well, I was trying to help him
But
out.
listen to this. The prize this morning, tickets to see Madonna at Toyota Center. That's a nice
Yes.
qualifying prize.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're in the running for $10,000. And of course, at 8 o'clock, we've got the rapid fire quiz.
That's for Space Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yes, 4-pack.
4-pack of tickets to see the Sugarland Space
I
Cowboys.
think it's for Wednesday, too. Dollar Dog.
It's actually to take on the Oklahoma
Oh,
City
no, this was
Dodgers
Thursday.
on Thursday.
Thursday, sorry.
Thursday, yeah.
I had Wednesday tickets,
Today
and I
is
was
Wednesday.
like super pumped because I was giving it was like dollar hot dogs.
What do they do for Thursday? Hot dogs.
Hot
Hot
dogs.
dogs. I don't know what Thursday is, but I can Google it. That could be
Thirsty
my
Thursday
celebrity
type thing?
scoop. What do they offer at Sugarland Space Cowboys
It is
on
a
Thursdays?
fun place to watch baseball.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Special
Especially-
K's mom designed the place.
Yeah, with kids.
Kev, does that make you think you like feel cooler?
Yeah, especially when she had the hookup, but it's since
Oh,
been
yeah.
sold.
Yeah, that's just have it now. So
Yeah.
they're
So
not
she-
giving you any freebies.
She don't know anyone there now. That was her maybe 15th stadium that she did.
Yeah, but your mom's name is on the stadium. Isn't there a placard or like a plate
baller.
on the wall?
Emblazoned in bronze, you'll see Trish England.
That's really cool.
That
You
is
get,
really cool.
Does she have like a master key she can give you so you can just get in anytime you want?
Key to the stadium.
Yeah, she built it.
Well, she has a hat to every team that she's done. I don't know how much further she went.
Does she have a
than
hat? Does she have like a rack?
She has that. Yeah, she has a whole display
Oh,
of
that's so
all
cool.
15 of the hats.
That's what you should do. You should find out every stadium, get her the jersey, and then a picture of the stadium, like in a smaller
That's quite an undertaking.
together.
You know, when she
Oh,
designs
my
these
God.
big stadiums, is there like a secret room, like, like a national treasure, turn a ball player's nose on a statue and all of a sudden this door opens up and there's like this
Little
master
shrine.
control center.
That'd be cool.
This is where MLB is controlled from.
I always wondered about that stuff. Like, do you, like, people have to build that, like the Bat Cave. I watched The Flash yesterday. I went in the afternoon.
Oh, you finally saw it. Wasn't it good?
When I showed Michael Keaton's Bat Cave, I'm like, He had to have contractors go in there. What does he do? Blindfold them?
Yeah, he could have built it all on himself.
Bring him into a cave? Like
I'm going to need
if you build a
to
house and you
something.
build secret stairs.
Wait a
you
second.
build
That's
secret...
the one thing you found implausible? Not the
We can
fact that this
discuss
man
that.
can go faster than the speed of light.
discuss that in Scoop.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Flash and Scoop. Also, real quick, for Thursday's game for the Space Cowboys,
What do they give?
it's Thirsty Thursday.
I know, that's
Presented
right.
by Eureka Heights. So $4 Bud Light drafts, soda, $6 Eureka Heights lavender bunny cans.
So we'll have those tickets at 8 o'clock this morning with a rapid fire quiz. So I think Ahmad will fill in for Roula.
Okay.
That makes
Rilla's
sense.
back tomorrow. She's
Yes, she
flying
is.
back today from New
Yes, she
York.
is. All right, today, like I said, thunderstorms, a possibility. The real rain, they're saying the highest chances of rain are going to be Thursday, but they're talking like large hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds, gusts, and all this stuff. So it could be really, really, it'll cool things down at least. They'll get it out of the hundreds. And then,
By the way, somebody wants to do it.
It's gonna rain.
Wants to do a topic on why did you get a ticket? Like besides speeding, why did you get a ticket? So maybe if you're listening right now, text us. Maybe we can do that 640 if it has
If
legs.
we get,
have you ever heard of exhibition of
I
acceleration?
mean, I'm sure we all can go around and talk about a ticket that we have gotten.
Yeah, but it can't be for speeding. It's got to be like just a ticket for something a little bit different.
Okay. Well, it does look like we're going to still be in the hundreds today. Like 101 should be the high temperature today. Right now, 82 degrees and 611 on the Roula and Ryan Show.
An important message from Blue Ridge Hospice. There may be several hospices now claiming to serve the area, but Blue Ridge Hospice is the only local hospice that has been serving here for 40 plus years, operates the only hospice inpatient care center, conducts the only community-wide grief and bereavement programs, offers a nationally recognized music therapy program in conjunction with Shenandoah University, outscores every other Virginia hospice in Medicare's quality scores, and so much more. Blue Ridge Hospice, the first, the best. Find out more at blueridgehospice.org.
If I could be you,
and you could be me for just 1 hour,
if you could find a way
to get inside each other's mind,
walk a mile in my shoes.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
walk a mile in my shoes.
We've all felt left out, and for some, that feeling lasts more than a moment. We can change that. Learn how at belongingbeginswithus.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
104.1 KRBE.
Okay, so Roula will be back tomorrow for Roula and Ryan's Roses at 7 a.m. Right now, Sam's going to fill in for Scoop.
Yes, I am. How exciting. Everything's thrilled. Roula just manhandles Scoop. She's like, you know what? This is what I'm going to talk about. So today I decided to talk about, I was joking earlier with you, Ryan, about if you could have a celebrity day in your city, who would it be?
So not the day you want them here, just the
Yes,
celebrity.
I'm so sorry.
What
Yes.
celebrity do you
What
want?
celebrity?
You had me confused there. I was like, huh?
I want
Like,
Nicolas Cage on,
it's got to be on a Thursday?
March during the rodeo.
No,
March
if you
10th.
could give a celebrity a day in your city, who would it be? Like, what celebrity do you think needs a day here in Houston?
Oh, my God.
Is there anybody?
I have
Eric?
to think about that.
I'd like to bring Tom Hanks and then go to NASA and stuff because the stories you could tell about making Apollo 13.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I
Behind
have to
the
think
scenes.
he's been here, don't you think?
I don't care. I just want to hang out with him.
Yeah.
Right. I would just hang out with him even if he didn't come to Houston.
Yeah, I just want to hang out with him and hear stories.
The reason why I'm talking about this is Ohio lawmakers are trying to get a Taylor Swift state holiday.
Oh, so she'll be there then.
I don't know if she's going
It's
to
a way
be
to
there.
lure her into the state.
But they're trying to, Ohio may have a new holiday for Swifties is what they're saying. And they're trying to do it July 1st. But she is. You are right. She's going to be performing June 30th and July 1st for her Eras tour. So they're trying to have July 1st a state holiday, Taylor Swift Day.
So anyone that works for the state gets the day off?
Isn't that ridiculous?
Is that what it is? Like,
Hey, I'm off for Taylor Swift Day.
But it's only happening in Ohio. Like no other state would enjoy this.
You know why they're doing this? Look, we're talking about it.
Yeah, they want her to hopefully maybe stop by.
She's not from Ohio. Even.
No, that's the
Exactly.
other thing too that I was going to talk about. Why would you?
Totally.
Why arbitrarily just pick her? I mean, I know she's huge.
If we had a celebrity
Right.
from Texas and you could pick a day, like call it like Matthew McConaughey Day.
That's what I was just thinking.
Will and Nelson Day.
Yeah.
Or Beyonce Day.
Oh, Bay Day.
Bay Day.
Oh, yeah.
That's cute.
Biggest stars from Texas, you got Matthew McConaughey, Tommy Lee Jones, Selena Gomez, Beyonce,
Selena
Owen
Gomez
Wilson,
is from
Jamie
here?
Foxx, Willie Nelson,
Slow
Eva
down, man.
Longoria.
Jesus. Why are you
My
talking so
gosh.
fast?
So we should make them all days
we
off.
gotta take it in, man.
Yeah, we have a lot of time to
Selena
talk,
Gomez, yeah, she's from
Ryan.
Dallas.
Is she? Okay.
Yeah, she was in Barney.
Kelly Clark.
Well, I knew she was in Barney, but I didn't realize she was from...
Yeah, she lived there, and they Remember Barney was filmed in Dallas?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No, I didn't know
Oh,
that.
yeah. Eric and I used to drive by it.
And then they went to Las Colinas. That's what they did. Texas Walker.
Texas
or whatever
Ranger.
it was.
Yeah.
They filmed that over there, too, in Las Colinas area.
Yeah. Sam, didn't you know this story before? Like, we met Chuck Norris when he was filming Texas Walker Ranger. The night before, we had a scheduled C-section when my daughter was being born, so my mom came into town. We went to P.F. Chang's. We're leaving, and Chuck Norris walks in. My mom goes, Chuck Norris, get out of here. And she pushed him, like Elaine does on Seinfeld, and he slipped and fell backwards. And I'm like, oh, my God. You just knocked over Chuck Norris.
If you kill Chuck Norris.
You can't kill Chuck Norris.
No.
He's unstoppable.
Kevin's sighing because he's heard it a million times. But
yeah.
I have
I think we
actually
just heard
never heard that story
We just
before.
heard a week ago, didn't we?
Now
you were
we-
here.
Nuh-uh.
Now it's
It was
in.
like 2 weeks ago
Maybe
he
it's
told
when I
it.
was on maternity leave.
No.
if you haven't heard it, it's new to you.
I think it was 2 weeks ago because I remember we
I don't remember
were talking
this
graduations
story.
or something.
Oh,
and-
yeah.
Or baby. Maybe it was, I don't know. It seemed like it was 2 weeks ago.
I'm telling you, I don't remember the story. Do you know how old Chuck Norris is?
He's got to be in his 80s.
He's 80?
I would imagine
I would think he's in
That's
his
true.
80s.
He's got to be, I guess.
He's 83. I'm just...
Okay.
83 years
yeah.
old.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
His hair's not, that's for sure.
Well, you leave him alone. Don't shame him. Talking of hair and Flash, he runs so fast, his hair is slicked back. How was the movie, Eric?
Out of a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 6.8, close to a 7.
It was fun, wasn't
Okay.
Just because I think...
No spoilers.
Like my nephew, he's 19, I believe. Yeah, 19, and he did not like it. But I don't think they appreciate the Michael Keaton. And he's on all the trailers, so I'm not spoiling anything.
it?
Michael
Yeah, that's
Keaton,
not a spoiler.
Right. We just discussed it yesterday.
the original
yeah.
movie Batman. Not the TV show, obviously, but the movie. That's the Batman I remember seeing as a kid. So that to me is nostalgic. It was like pretty cool to see.
There's a lot
I
of
figure
nostalgia.
if you're like over 40, you'd probably like this movie a lot more than a 20-year-old,
Yeah.
24-year-old, because they'd be like, I don't care about this old man.
But it's silly
I don't
and
get it.
fun. I mean, the whole movie's kind of funny. Like, Ezra Miller, despite
That guy's a handful, though.
I
Sometimes
know,
really-
his personal life, if you can separate that, because, yes, he is a train
but even the
wreck.
character's kind of like
He's neurotic.
it's like
He's like a
like
little
cheesecake. I like cheesecake, but
nerd.
I can't eat a big piece of it. It's too rich.
You can only have like a bite or two.
Yeah.
You can only have him in small doses.
And then, like Ryan said,
Okay.
when you know this history of what this scumbag is,
Yeah.
it's like I
He's
shouldn't be
not a
like-
good guy. Like, he's been arrested for grooming underage people, like all sorts of stuff. They've tried to, he's in rehab now. But he's not.
yeah.
The lead actor is not a great guy. And they thought that this movie was going to be a huge, I guess globally it's doing well, but domestic box office is only $55 million for the opening weekend. And it was a 4-day opening weekend.
Wow.
They needed it to be at least $70 million for it to even kind of break even. So it's considered a
I
failure.
also feel like a lot of people are on vacations. Mm-hmm. Like last year and this year, they said last year after COVID, everyone wanted to had some money saved up. They want to get out. And I feel like this year is worse.
Yeah,
People
because
leaving.
a lot of people who couldn't afford to go on vacation last year because COVID really hurt everybody.
They finally got the money
Now they've
saved
built
up,
their
and bam,
finances.
they're going places.
I mean,
You're not going to go see a movie if you're on a vacation.
well, if it's raining, like say you go to a beach. I remember going to movie theaters if it was like raining when I was younger. You would go, or if it was so hot and you just couldn't, like you got burnt the day before and you're like, I cannot go out in the sun.
Yeah.
I just would go to the movies. And if you're going to the movies, there is a list of the most anticipated movies of the summer. I was teasing with Ahmad because he's jazzed
I
for movies.
I can tell you which one it is.
Which one?
Count of three, we'll say at the same time. 1,
Okay.
2, 3. Barbie! Yeah.
Oh, God.
I'm so excited.
You're the only
for
person I know that
Barbie.
is freaking out about this movie.
It looks so good. I love Margot Robbie. I love Barbie.
We both love her
and
for different reasons.
Yeah,
But
I love her for Wolf of Wall Street.
I'm super excited, and I am so gay.
No, I'm excited about that. That's, I think, the only movie that I would be excited about seeing. That comes out today, July 21st. Oh my gosh, June 21st.
June
We're in
21st.
June 21st.
Today's the first day of summer.
It comes
July
out
21st.
next month. Sorry,
Yeah, July, right.
21st. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny comes out June 30th.
I'm
There
looking
we
forward
go.
to that. I will go see that.
is that the most anticipated?
That is number one. Yes. Sorry.
Really?
I
I think they're hoping it'll be like a Top Gun feel.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking
Probably.
of nostalgia, like people want
Really?
to get back into that world.
Well, they spent a
Yes.
third of the movie is basically him de-aged back in the 1930s. So it's going to feel like one of the original Raiders of the Lost Ark type movies. And then it picks up. It starts out, I believe, in 1936, and it's segues into 1969.
What's the number 2 movie?
Number 2, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1, and that comes out July 12th.
That's gonna be like a 2-parter.
Yeah,
really.
So
oh
it
wow!
ends on a
Yeah.
cliffhanger.
Because Part 1, Part 2.
Tom Cruise is really pushing it.
I know. I'm cool with seeing that. I like Tom Cruise.
I mean, you know what you're getting
his
with those
Mission
movies.
Impossible.
They're fun.
He's
That's
been doing
true.
that since like 1986.
No, 1996 is when
1996. I mean, 1996.
first one came out.
Isn't it funny? I don't mind the Mission Impossible movies. Like, those I could watch all over. But the Fast and Furious, I'm like, stop doing another Fast and Furious. But I feel like they're very similar, the same concept.
Yeah,
you know
over
exactly
the
what he's
top.
going to do in the movie and Fast and Furious, but I just can't get behind Fast
The
and
first
Furious
couple of
anymore.
movies were a lot of fun, but then they started jumping the shark. I mean, literally, they strapped a rocket onto a car and flew into space.
That happens, Ryan.
Yeah, well,
That is
every
real
day.
life. Every day.
next
Every
time,
day.
next one they're going to be in a submarine. It's going to be a car submarine. I bet
yeah,
they'll tie it
we-
into
Soon.
what's going in. I bet they'll do that crap.
We can give an update on that. I'll just
Yeah,
give
we'll do
a
that next
couple
in
more.
next break. We'll talk about that.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
That's a cartoon.
It came
Eric,
out.
your daughter saw that,
Yeah,
right?
that's
It was
in right
good,
now.
she
Yeah,
said?
yeah. That one ended like she's like came up. She's like, "What?" I think she's not used to seeing a whole lot of movies, like in theaters. She's like, "What? The way that ended? What? Because it ends on a
Oh,
I don't get
cliffhanger?
excited about
Cliffhanger.
animated features coming out.
I don't know
Supposed to
what
be really
movie
good.
this is, and I don't even know if I'm saying it right, so this should be
Oh
fun.
no, I think I know.
Oppenheimer?
Oppenheimer.
Thank you.
It's
What's
about
that
Oppenheimer is the man that created the atomic bomb.
Oh, okay.
That was
I
the
have
trailer
seen that.
yesterday before Flash.
Yeah.
Really?
It looks good, doesn't
Looks
it?
really good.
I've
Plus,
never
it's-
seen the
Plus,
trailers.
has Matt Damon in it. That's my boy.
Oh, yeah.
I read an article that people they did the test screenings for Oppenheimer, and Christopher Nolan, his movies are always epic. They're really long.
Except for Tenet. I hated Tenet.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
couldn't
like that one?
understand it.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
could not understand
But they said Oppenheimer, the test audiences came out and they were a nervous wreck. They said that people were devastated after watching this. Like, they're scared.
Oh,
like,
gosh.
oh my God, we could destroy this planet like a million times
It's
over.
competing with the Barbie movie. It's the same weekend as the Barbie
Pick a
movie.
different audience, Ahmad.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go see both.
You might be one of the few people that would give each
Honey,
like hot
can we go
pink,
see Barbie
Barbie
tonight or
pink.
Oppenheimer?
a 3-hour movie about the atomic bomb.
Or Barbie.
Ryan Gosling with blonde hair. And
Oh, yeah. I would go Barbie movie on that one.
Children's toy.
That's coming out July 21st. The Flash is in movie
Theaters
theaters
now.
now. The Little Mermaid in theaters now. Fast X is
In
in
theaters.
Barbie, like we said, July 21st. That's number 8. Number 9, Haunted Mansion.
Oh, okay.
And then number 10, Blue Beetle, which is coming out August 18th.
Saw the trailer for that, too.
Does that look good? What's that
that's
about?
Gonna bomb.
That's going to bomb.
You
That's
think so?
the guy that
Blue
plays
Beetle?
Miguel in Cobra Kai.
George Lopez is in it. Basically, it was supposed to be a Disney Plus or one of those. It was supposed to be a streaming
movie.
not Disney Max. It's supposed to be a Max streaming movie, but they thought, oh, this is doing so great, just like The Flash. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna put it out there for the movie theater. Now they're probably like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
They regret it. Oh, yeah. It looks like an action movie, so it's literally.
Yeah.
No, it's a superhero movie.
Yeah.
Superhero. He's in. I know him from Young Justice, the cartoon.
that might
I don't
be-
know him from anything else.
A bust.
Young Justice, that's a rapper?
No, it's a cartoon.
Oh.
That would be a good rap name, Kev.
Now, if you
Would
ever
be.
watch Cobra Kai, the guy that plays Miguel, he's
that's
Blue
the
Beetle.
star. Yeah, Blue Beetle. That's his main breakout role.
Now, you mentioned the submarine. We got to talk a little bit about this because we're learning more and more things about this device. For instance, would you get in a submarine that is bolted you in shut? 17 gigantic industrial bolts hold you in. There's no way, like, if you're having an accident, you can flip a hatch and swim out.
Nope.
Terrifying.
But there's an interesting update.
Yes, there is. We'll talk about that next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
It's KRBE with more of the Roula and Ryan Show.
Boy, we're all following the news right now about this missing submarine, the one that was going down to the wreckage of the Titanic, and apparently there was a billionaire on this sub. We're learning more and more. For instance, I did not know when this was first reported missing that these people are actually bolted into this vehicle. Like, in other words, they are put in this little pod and they have to make it airtight and they seal it with 17 gigantic bolts. So there's no way that they can pop a hatch and get out. Like, even if it had floated to the water, like if the balloons had somehow functioned and it floated to the water, they could still potentially
I was reading
suffocate on the surface.
Right. 'cause you can't get
Article
out.
in New York Post yesterday from Mike Reese. He's a producer and writer on The Simpsons. He took this trip last year with his wife. They spent like $100,000.
Wow.
Checked the price up, but he said, Mike says, death is always lurking. It's always in the back of your mind before you even get on the boat. There's a long, long waiver that mentions death 3 times on page 1.
Oh.
It's like you took a minivan and took all the seats out. That's the amount of space you have. It's sort of beautifully designed inside. It feels sort of like a waiting room at a spa, quiet and comfortable, he said.
Mm-hmm.
It's very simple, and basically they just push it in the water and it sinks like a stone, hits the bottom, and then you just sail around, and you're sort of powered by engines that look like desktop fans.
Yeah.
And he said it's...
but yet it's controlled with the $29.99
Sony game
controller.
I think it was a PlayStation.
I asked him, were you
controller.
scared? He says, no, I fell asleep because it was this technology so simple. It was
So the pressure doesn't get to their ears, like going down that low.
That's what he was saying. But then we also have audio.
Yeah, David Pogue, this guy who was a passenger on the very same submarine a year ago, the one that is now missing. He was on that.
And here's his theories, what he was thinking. I mean, he doesn't know, but this is what he's...
This is how he's speculating.
What do you think happened here? From having been in it and having experienced it, and you talk about the mechanical issues, I know it's purely a guess, but what is your best guess?
I can tell you exactly. There's only a few possibilities. So this thing has 7 different ways to return to the surface, different ways of releasing ballast or inflating air balloons or using the propellers. So there's backups of backups of backups. So if it is not at the surface, then only one of 2 things could have happened. Either it's snagged on something, like a big fishing net or even part of the Titanic, or there was a leak, in which case it would implode instantly and it's over. So if you want to look optimistically at it, they lost power, but they have 3 more days of air and they're bobbing on the surface somewhere, and we just can't find them because they don't have power.
Yeah, I found it interesting that the Coast Guard there basically said this is a 2-pronged search. 1, potentially 2.5 miles beneath the sea, or 2, maybe somewhere at the top, and this area is so remote, it's possible.
But one problem with what the Coast Guard said was there's only 3 operating subs in the world that can go to that depth. Okay, so even if they find our sub with the ping, with the sonar, there's absolutely nothing they can do about it. There's no way to bring it back to the surface. There's no way to let them escape. That the hatch, by the way, is sealed with 17 bolts from the outside. So there's no way to escape when you're inside to get out without a crew on the outside letting you out.
Wow. That is
Terrifying.
scary.
So they can't use one of those other subs to go down and snip them out of whatever they're stuck on, maybe, if they're stuck. Because what they've heard, they've
reported they've heard noises, banging noises, but they don't know if that's
Like every
it.
30 minutes.
That could just be the ghosts of the Titanic.
Yeah, who knows what's down there clinging and clanging? It could be a whale.
Here's what they said. Large banging
whale.
noises had last night been detected in the search area.
What's
So in
interesting,
that area.
I never realized, reading this stuff on Twitter, that there's so many experts on submarines. So many trolls out there. Everyone thinks they know.
Oh, yeah.
That's
they
one
know
thing.
like what it's about.
People come out with all these theories, and I'm just like, man, where were you people?
And people could be so mean, too. Look, nobody deserves to die.
Oh, because they spent
money on something.
$250,000? Hey.
It's their money. Hey, you know. Not how I spend it.
But
if I had that kind of money, I wouldn't spend it doing that.
maybe
but
spend it doing something dumb.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? Or just...
Everybody has their own thing.
I collect bourbons. That's pretty stupid. You know, people think. I don't. I think it's wonderful.
Because you're intoxicated.
I like to collect. People like to collect cars. It's not expensive like a car.
Yeah, I mean,
It could
everybody
be, I
loves.
guess,
It's
but-
so funny how some people are lovable, like Jerry Seinfeld. What's the guy? And Jay Leno. They both have like over 100 cars.
More than that.
Yeah, and it's like, if it was just some dude here in Houston, you'd be like, oh, you rich douchebag.
My mom had thimbles and I think those spoons.
That was what she collected?
Those little spoons that you'd get from other cities and
Yeah.
thimbles. And that stuff was crap.
The only thing I collect is
A precious
debt.
moment.
Oh my gosh, my mom loves Precious Moments.
Moms love that stuff.
She
Precious
does. Then she tried to buy me some, and I'm like, you can just hold on to it, Mom.
Is that like the
You hold on
Franklin
to
Mint
it.
collection?
I don't know what that is, but I just know Precious
What
Moments
are
are these
Precious
like
Moments?
little
I gotta look it up.
ceramic.
They have big eyes, right?
Big eyes.
and
They look
they have a
kind of like
saying each one.
angels. Yes, they always have. They've
Yeah, I
like
gotta
updated
see.
them
I
throughout
kept-
the years.
After my mom died, I took 2. I kept 2.
That's good. I don't blame
And then
you.
One was
Yeah.
broken
Mine's-
a move and
Mine's broken right now.
Oh, these things. Okay, here, look, Kevin.
Precious
See?
moments.
I already know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Booster's mom had them.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
everybody had them.
It's definitely a mom thing.
That and encyclopedia.
Don't buy me any though, just because I'm a mom. I don't want any precious moments. Thank you.
Yeah, what do you do with those old encyclopedias?
that
My
one.
mom and dad had that. That was the big thing. They're like, it's because we didn't have the
Recycle
internet
them.
when we were little kids.
Yeah, that was
Put 'em in
our,
that green
our
bin.
Google. I would
The
spend
green bin.
every year. I'd go and I'd look up N for NBA or B for basketball, and I'd look up the whole. It had the whole history of each season that they won from all the 70s and 80s. I just look it up.
Oh
I
my
love basketball so
gosh.
much. Like that was if I had Google back in the late
the
80s,
day.
oh my God, it'd been so awesome.
You should actually, if you don't want them, you should donate them.
I don't have
You
them
still
now.
have them?
Oh,
Donate
okay.
encyclopedias?
Who wants
Yes.
that?
Who wants that?
Because
This is an
no,
encyclopedia from the
listen to me.
1980s. Who
Okay,
wants that?
Listen to
Okay,
this.
okay, go ahead.
People use these books as decor.
Oh, yeah,
so
they
it would be a great decor piece.
They paint them. Sometimes they paint the cover.
Yes,
right
or
about
you just
that.
take off
Lines
the
of the
cover,
book.
and
Right.
if it's like aged, it could be really cute. Could have
Because I didn't know if
moments.
you were trying to learn about East and West Germany.
Let's be real. You know, I'm not reading that.
Things that no longer exist.
She's like, oh, I want to go to this East Germany this season.
Should be like Joey on Friends when he couldn't afford the whole encyclopedia, so he just bought one. And he wanted to talk about everything under the letter, S.
Yeah.
He's like, guys, let's talk about Saigon. Guys, let's talk about this.
Yeah, do what you got to do.
No, but Sam's right though, because I've been to like a bar before where they've got the prop books on the wall.
Yes.
And I've maybe been overserved. I'm like, let's see if there's anything in it. And a lot of times they're just glued shut, and they just paint them.
Yeah, they take out the
Take out the pages.
Either the pages or
keep
you
the hard
can
part, the hard
right,
cover.
because a lot of these hard books you can just take off like the paper and there's nothing on it. There's no words, and you can just use them for decor.
Yeah, because
That's what I want decor.
Look at
I
me,
want
I've
people
got
looking
my
at-
rich leather-bound books.
I'm from the 70s.
That is cool. If you have old books, anybody,
That's what I
please
wanted.
send them up to KRBE.
Yeah, if you
okay?
had encyclopedias, send them to Sam.
I would like to have that as my decor.
KRB's Roula and Ryan show to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
Okay.
That's not going to fit my world with modern.
No, our styles are a little different.
Yeah.
All right, be patient if you're at I-45 in the Beltway. I know there's like a big truck accident. Traffic is backed up for miles right now. This is brought to you by Duncan. So extreme heat is being blamed for a lot of road issues across H-Town right now. Freeways buckling, roads cracking, concrete all over the place. Be careful. I know on I-59 and Chimney Rock, drivers have come across more broken concrete. The biggest break that TxDOT is dealing with is on Highway 6. They're also seeing breaks on feeder roads as well as some of the ramps and main lanes, so be careful. That's because of the heat. Now, thunderstorms could actually turn severe with wind gusts of over 60 miles per hour and large hail. We only have about a 30% chance of this today, but Thursday actually brings the highest chance, and it's only like 40% there. But they're saying the people that do get rain, it's going to be pretty severe. And
I mean, someone's getting it.
Yeah.
It's 30% of our area that's getting it.
30% of our audience. Yeah. And then 40% tomorrow. But they're still looking at temperatures over 100 degrees today, which,
That's
sucks.
the worst when it rains.
It's
and then
hot.
It stops raining, and then it's like just,
Yeah.
humid.
Steamy.
Extra sticky. Have you noticed the mosquitoes have been MIA? I think it's too hot. I was
Yeah, even
reading
they
up
gave
about
up.
them.
They're
They
like,
did.
I'm out. They're
But
like,
it plus
but if we
sided,
get
like,
this
will dry it
rain
all up.
in
Yeah, then
about
they'll
10
come
days,
back.
we'll get some more and some more.
I don't want them.
Okay, so yesterday I did a story about, remember the Minute Maid employee had been there for 23 years, and he had a World Series ring, and he took it off. He was in the bathroom, and he got called for an emergency, and he left the ring. Well, they did find it. An 8-year-old boy found it, and he took the keepsake to his dad. After the game, he goes in, he said, "Hey, happy Father's Day." And the father says, "Well, I didn't think much of it." And then he could see that the ring was not a replica. And,
he realized,
oh, this is the ring they're talking about on social media. So the little boy
nice,
was
dude.
actually gifted a jersey, 2 replica rings, a bobblehead, and 2 complimentary tickets to Minute Maid Park.
the kid was, but the kid took it.
Dang.
The kid
No, he
stole
found it. He didn't steal
Oh,
it.
I thought you said he
found
took it, gave it to his dad at
Well,
home
no,
as a
he
Father's Day
found, he
gift.
found the ring just laying there, and he took it to his dad. He didn't steal it.
I thought he made it
like
sound
That's not a
popping out.
heartwarming story.
Yeah.
He made it sound like,
We're
I
not
found this.
rewarding theft. No, the little boy did a nice thing. He was just saying, "Hey, Dad, I found this. Happy Father's Day." And then the father figured it out that, hey, this is not a replica ring. This is the real deal. Real deal.
Biggest part of the story is Ahmad, because he used to work there.
Uh-huh.
When you called the janitors, nobody would come.
Yeah, nobody would come. I'd be like, "There's a throw up in section 110." They'd be like, "Shut up." Leave me alone. I'm not doing that.
That was your job, is to call in.
I would dispatch the janitors whenever there was like a throw up or a giant popcorn.
What do you think this guy to leave his ring and to leave that fast? What do you think it would have been? Because you said they never would
got
go.
explosive diarrhea.
They would not go.
I would be like,
true.
"Oh, your ring was in the bathroom. Someone found it. Oh, okay, I'm coming."
Then
they finally show up. Yeah.
I was laughing at the stories you told me about.
One day we just got to do like a whole segment of all the things you've witnessed there. I don't know if they necessarily want that.
Yeah, they probably don't want that.
Maybe on the raw feed. Yeah. All right, that's what's going down in age 10. Now, coming up next, Special K, you got prank. What do you got?
We've got a telemarketer turnaround. Today's word, it's what the kids are saying. Bet.
Bet.
Okay.
Let's see if this is going to be mid or not.
Oh,
Mid.
See what happens.
Eric.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Sounded young over
Wow,
here.
the side eye continues.
Yeah, that's how it happens.
Bet. Telemarketer turnaround. Special K next on the Roula and Ryan Show.